All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Alumni Awards presentation. And so I'm going to turn it over to our Recognition Committee Chair, Judah Shaver.
Good morning, afternoon. I feel like it's hard to follow that incredible panel and presentation, but nonetheless, I want to welcome you all to our Alumni Association Awards presentation, a wonderful way to conclude our annual homecoming event. My name is Judith Shagrin. I am an MSW class of 79. I know many of you weren't born yet. It happens quickly. And I'm the current secretary and the chair of the Recognition Committee on the Alumni Association Board of Directors. It's a great honor for the Alumni Board to celebrate and recognize the diverse achievements of our alumni who serve as leaders, advocates, and champions in the social work profession. I'm so excited to honor several of them this afternoon. As many of you know, our Alumni Association with the school has a wonderful alumni board of more than 15,000 strong, as well as a rich history of presenting awards. We've presented close to 70 alumni awards, and I feel privileged today to honor so many of our deserving alums. Our recognition committee always has the difficult task of choosing only 5 alumni each year to receive these awards. And because it's so difficult, we decided we would give out 6. I would like to give a shout out to my fellow committee members, Helen Murray Miller and Gabby Knighton, who couldn't be with us today. And as always, our great support and thank you to Krishna. Please join me in thanking this committee for all of their hard work. It's no easy task to choose between the incredibly qualified candidates we get. We receive numerous nominees for each of the awards and are deeply appreciative for all those who have made nominations. Hint, 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 as Lori mentioned, we are now accepting nominations for the 2023 Alumni Awards. The link, I've been told, is in the chat. Please use it. Now I have to just make sure I am getting my pages straight. Yes. We will start with the Outstanding Recent Graduate Award, which acknowledges and honors a grad who has demonstrated exceptional accomplishments in his or her first 8 years of post-graduation practice. This year, I'm so excited. We have 2 award winners, one a PhD and one an MSW. The first recipient is Dr. Elizabeth Liz Aparicio, a 2014 PhD graduate who currently serves as an assistant professor in the Behavioral and Community Health Department in the University of Maryland School of Public Health. She directs the Community Thrives Lab, a research group that conducts community-engaged, transformative health research at the intersection of family violence, early childhood, and adolescent sexual health intervention. She is also the Deputy Director for Clinical Training and Intervention for the University of Maryland Prevention Research Center. She was recently inducted as a fellow in the Society for Social Work. Liz has supported more than a dozen doctoral student dissertations and was the winner of the University of Maryland Mentor of the Year Award in 2020. I would like to introduce and congratulate one of our 2 outstanding recent graduate awards, our PhD, Liz Aparicio. Congratulations.
Wow, this is gorgeous. Thank you. It is such an honor to be here with you all, and I'd like to thank the Alumni Association. This is really kind, and it's wonderful to be among other alums. We are just a strong group here across the country and the world, and I'm glad to be among you. Wanted to especially thank today my dissertation chair, Dr. Ed Petriconis, who really taught me everything that I know about being a scholar. If you know Ed, then you know he's just an amazing person and social work researcher and teacher and mentor. I sat with him for many hours each week trying to figure out what to do for my dissertation, and he helped me get confidence in the classroom and just learn how to be a really wonderful mentor to students, as well as to design community engaged research studies. And he's really the reason why I'm able to have the great research practice partnerships that I do today. I also want to thank my research team at the Community Thrives Lab. I know some of you are joining today. Thank you. This wouldn't be possible without you. This is a we effort for sure, as well as at the University of Maryland Prevention Research Center. I have an amazing family, my husband, Luis, who drove me here today and is cheering me on online. So thank you to my family as well.
And next, we would like to recognize Seema Nelson, a 2020 MSW graduate who currently works in Swakos as a community school coordinator for George Washington Elementary School. When we read Seema's nomination, it was amazing to learn she'd only been in that role for less than 2 years. During the pandemic, no less, Seema has organized vaccination clinics for students, families, and community members. She wrote and received a grant proposal to improve the school's outdoor play space. She has established a robust school family council, established over 30 strategic partnerships, and leveraged over $34,000 in funds. And she's just getting started. So without further ado, I would like to introduce and congratulate Seema Nelson as our second recipient for the Outstanding Recent Graduate Award.
Thank you so much for this award. It's an honor to be recognized here at the School of Social Work, where I got my degree so recently. And I am particularly grateful to be an alumni here because I think in this, the past 2 years, I think have been more difficult and challenging than any of us could have possibly imagined. And I think that I was actually prepared to meet those challenges by the professors, the instructors, by the students here. I'm grateful to count them among my colleagues now at Swakos and the Positive School Center, where I actually did both years of my field placement. So yeah, I think I'm just enormously grateful. Thank you so much. What an honor.
Next, we have the Innovation in Social Work Award, which acknowledges and honors a University of Maryland School of Social Work grad who has demonstrated creativity in developing and implementing a program, service, or intervention that addresses an unmet societal need, an existing gap in service, or provides a promising intervention. Lee Westgate is a 2006 MSW graduate and currently serves as the Manager of Policy and Advocacy at the National Association of Social Workers. Mr. Westgate is an out transgender advocate with extensive professional experience in social work policy, practice, research, and education. Mr. Westgate serves as a faculty member at the University of Maryland School of Social Work, and his scholarship includes integrated behavioral health, clinical work with LGBTQIA+ populations, medical social work, healthcare policy, and health equity. He serves as the social work faculty representative in Mid-Atlantic AIDS Education and Training Centers Preparing the Future program on behalf of the University of Maryland School of Social Work, and most recently participated in an HRSA-sponsored work group on COVID and HIV. Mr. Westgate has received the Exemplary Faculty Member of the Year Award and the Dean's Teaching Award for several semesters taught, and has been featured in a wide variety of publications. As his nominator stated, Mr. Westgate is a leader in trauma-informed and gender-affirming care. He is an incredible asset to our community and to the School of Social Work. Now I would like to introduce and congratulate Lee Westgate on receiving the 2022 Innovation in Social Work Award.
That is all terribly official. You know, it's really interesting to be nominated for an innovation award. I think I'm just very stubborn and very committed to hammering home the same idea of social justice that's so instilled within me. I am truly honored and humbled to receive this award. Being a social worker to me is one of the greatest gifts of my entire lifetime. It's a calling that has bestowed upon me the power to build a new corner of this world that hardly resembles the world that greeted me. Soren Kierkegaard once said, "Life has its own hidden forces, which you can only discover by living." In living my truth, I have uncovered the hidden forces that no one has to accept. And this internal truth inspires me to use my power, my gifts, to speak the truth, even when my voice shakes, to enact the sort of change that's long overdue for so many people. It's the kind of change that's called for by our students, by our communities, and that is sorely needed in the systems that yield tremendous power over people. I owe this award to my wife, to my family, to my beautiful community here and beyond, and to my students, each of whom nourishes my heart and keeps me anchored to answering the calling to serve. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for this true honor.
Next, we have the Field Instructor of the Year Award. This award acknowledges and honors a University of Maryland School of Social Work alum for their exemplary performance as a field instructor. The award recipient is recognized for their significant contribution to the advancement of field education through outstanding leadership, supervision of interns, and mentoring the next cohort of social work professionals. Shonda Brown is a 2013 MSW grad from the 4E Child Welfare Training Program, may I add, who currently serves as a clinical coordinator for the Community Builders, where she has led teams to develop and implement trauma-sensitive practices and programs for non-elderly disabled residents living in Central West Baltimore. She is committed to promoting equity and opportunity for vulnerable and oppressed communities in Baltimore and has provided services to vulnerable individuals for over 20 years. Shonda was inspired to join the helping profession by her two late brothers who were born with physical and developmental disabilities. Shonda prides herself on being a multifaceted social worker, serving in roles with multiple organizations, as well as pursuing entrepreneurial endeavors in health, housing, and finance to meet the needs of the community via her business, Zen Lately. As one of her former students stated, "I hit the jackpot by getting Shonda as a field instructor. She is an unsung hero that deserves to be awarded for all she does." Now I would like to introduce and congratulate this year's recipient of the 2022 Field Instructor Award, Shonda Brown.
Thank you. I'm honored to receive this award today. The interns who work alongside of me get quite the experience. They are challenged with working through a tremendous amount of grief and loss, systematic injustices, and the lasting effects of childhood trauma that have scorned the adults that they encounter on a daily basis, and so much more. Field experiences are critical for not only furthering the development of our social workers, but also protecting the integrity of this profession. Some students leave field and go on inspired to go out and change this world, and others leave field realizing that this isn't the right career path for them. Whatever their choice may be, I'm honored to bear witness to it year after year. I couldn't do it without the support of University of Maryland, our wonderful task supervisor, Shonda Brown, and I would be remiss if I did not mention my former field instructors, Maureen Tabor, and Judy Dobson. Nick Wee, Entitled for East staff, Giselle Ferretto and Deborah Linsenmeyer. Denise Chop, who manages to get me away from my busy schedule every year that asks, how many students are you taking? Oh my goodness. I'll be accepting a number of students year after year because I truly believe this is my calling. Thank you, Elizabeth Stafford, my wonderful task supervisor, Shalonda, my son Bricks, my fiance Rodney, and my wonderful family. Thank you.
Our next award is the Emeritus Award. This acknowledges and honors a graduate who devoted his or her entire life to the social work profession and is perhaps retired or nearing retirement, but not old. The award recipient is recognized for having demonstrated the best social work values and accomplishments throughout the social worker's lifetime career. The honoree has made professional contributions of lasting impact and has demonstrated ongoing innovation, creativity, and passion for a practice area or population of concern to the social work profession. There was no one finer to exemplify those values than Deborah Linsenmeyer, a 1975 MSW grad of the school. Inspired by Ruth Young, and one of her professors at UMBC and later dean of the School of Social Work, Deborah's more than 45 years, she started when she was 15, of professional social work experience have focused on innovation, program development, and promoting best practices within Maryland's public child welfare system. Along with colleagues at the Baltimore County Department of Social Services, Deborah established the first independent living program in Maryland for youth exiting care and participated in the development of Baltimore County's first homeless shelter for families, the development of school-based family services, and the Young Parent Support Center, which is still to this day functional and operational on the east side of Baltimore County. From 2000 until her retirement in 2021, Deborah was a clinical faculty member at the University of Maryland School of Social Work, where she directed the Title IV Education for Public Child Welfare program and supported field instruction in public child welfare agencies. During lean years, Deborah always worked hard to protect her staff and now never asked any more than she herself was willing to give. Her nominator shared, she has inspired the work of many, hundreds literally, and served as a phenomenal role model for the next generation of social workers. Deborah's impact on the School of Social Work and on the child welfare system has been profound. Her quiet, gentle, kind, meticulous, precise, fair, and warm management style will be greatly missed at the school. Come on down, Deborah Linsenmeyer.
Well, this was certainly an unexpected but very appreciated recognition, and I'm really thankful to the Alumni Association for it and to the school for it. And I'm also very appreciative of today's programming from the Alumni Association, and really want to thank Krishna for all of her work and putting it together, because it was a very meaningful presentation and program, and it reminds us that our profession really embraces the things that matter and really calls us to continue to grow and to learn and to show up for those important things. So since being introduced to social work as an undergraduate at UMBC, it's been a very important part of me and part of my life. And I'm certainly thankful for opportunities to make contributions, but I am also equally thankful for what social work has brought into my life, the various people, the various relationships that I've had through social work, from the teachers, the mentors, the collaborators, colleagues, eager students. All of these were very meaningful and certainly gave to me as well as I gave. So thank you for all of that, and thank you for this award.
And finally, last but not least, the moment we've been waiting for, the Alumni of the Year Award acknowledges and honors a graduate who is making an outstanding professional contribution to the field of social work in the present and is well known for his or her contributions in the larger community. The honoree regularly demonstrates leadership, innovation, and positive outcomes in his or her social work practice area. Ezra Buchdall is a 1988 graduate and has been with Catholic Charities now for over 33 years. He's worked as a clinician, a clinical supervisor, and the associate administrator for the Center for Family Services treatment foster care program for the first 13 years. For 3 years, he thought he wanted to work with adults and worked as the administrator in Catholic Charities Senior Life Services Division, where he provided administrative oversight for their medical adult daycare services, 2 senior independent living programs, and an information and referral program. But for the last 20 years, he's worked in the Family Services Division of Catholic Charities, first as the Associate Administrator for St. Vincent Center, and now Administrator for St. Vincent's Villa Maria School, and the Adoptions Program. His side hustle, and one that brings him great joy and satisfaction, is serving as the primary handler for a rehabilitative facility dog, Carmen. They work together to provide calm and comfort to the children, to the families, and to the staff. And rumor has it that Ezra will literally get up in the middle of the night if a child is having a meltdown, and will bring Carmen over to St. Vincent's to comfort a child. What more could we ask for in an Alumni of the Year than a handler of a dog who I will tell you can spell and read? Ezra didn't train him, but he just loves him. So I'm not sure you can actually, wait, bring him over towards the flag. So you can, oh, he's wandering away. He's not paying attention. Oh, both of them. Need one for the dog. So to Carmen and to Ezra, we want to congratulate them as social worker and dog of the year.
I would like to first congratulate the other award recipients and nominees for serving as tremendous assets to the field and ambassadors to the school social work. I want to thank the school and alumni board for this honor. There's so many social work alumni deserving of this recognition, and I share this with you. My dad always said, you write your eulogy while you're alive. And while I'm grateful and humbled, it's hard to receive an award for something I've never sought. It has just been my life, and I couldn't see myself doing anything else. Social workers are not like Olympians who train their entire lives for a gold medal. Social work is always hard, and the satisfaction comes from the relationships formed, the day-to-day planting of seeds, and seeing positive change in others over the course of time. Helping to build resilience to face life's never-ending challenges is what we do. Tikkun olam are Hebrew words meaning repair the world. As a Jew and a social worker, I feel a strong obligation to engage in social action and perform acts of kindness to repair and heal the world. The congruence of my religious, professional, and family values have helped guide me to this point in my life. Thank you to the children, families, and staff I've worked with who've taught me more than they know and made me better at helping others. Thank you to my leadership and management teams for making me better and being there by my side, working to improve lives. Thank you to Catholic Charities and all my supervisors for giving me the opportunity to work for an organization that shares my mission, vision, and values. Thank you to my parents for laying a strong foundation to love, serve, teach, and work for social justice. Thank you to my children, Max and Sarah. For bringing me so much joy and pride and giving me the inspiration and sometimes perspiration to keep going when things have not been easy. Thank you to my wife, Shelley, brother, Micah, sister, Hannah, for their unwavering love and support, as well as the whole Buchdall and Manor clan. Like many of you, my family's had to make many sacrifices, calls in the middle of the night, disrupted family events and date nights, holidays and vacations. I know it's not been easy. Lastly, I'd like to thank Carmen. It's been amazing to go to work with her every day. As her primary handler, she's helped me get back to the front lines and witness the pain, strength, and resilience of the children, families, and staff. Without a doubt, she's made me a better social worker and administrator. So again, thank you for this recognition. I accept this on behalf of all the social workers, my coworkers, and family. Thank you.
On behalf of the Alumni Board Association and the Recognition Committee, I want to congratulate all of our award winners again. And thanks to all of those who nominated our candidates this year. We very much appreciate the time you invested to assure we have such a great group of award winners so we can continue to carry on this fine tradition. As mentioned earlier, you can start nominating now. The 2023 nomination form is now available on the school's website. You literally just have to Google Alumni Awards and there it will be. It's just one page. If you don't remember the year they graduated, don't let that stop you. Krishna will fix it. I would also like to take a moment to ask that you support our giving campaign. All gifts count by making a gift online. That link is in the chat also. Remember that no gift is too small and that it behooves us to support our next generation of social workers. So whether your gift is small or large, it is true, together everyone achieves more, and it adds up together. So have a great rest of your day and a wonderful weekend, and we will see you all here in person next year. Yeah.
So thank you all. Oh my goodness, look at all the people who hung out with us. Yay. So thank you all for attending our Alumni Awards presentation. I want to make sure you remember that we have our critical convos start next Tuesday, March 8th, 12 o'clock. So be there, please. And thank you all for coming. I know we have a small group in here, but I'm just happy to see faces. And thank you all for joining us online, family members, friends, colleagues, and the such. So this is Krishna Williams, and I'm done. This is it. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. That was